Blog Talk Radio.
Okay, everybody, we're back again, with another recap from WVCW. And Tojo, I think Rando's with us. You there, Rando?
Lasagna.
There we go. That's what we like to hear.
Find a new catchphrase. Can't seem to find one.
Okay. But we're back again, and we're again here at the midnight time. I think the midnight time slot's actually going to work out better for everybody. So we may keep it here instead of doing the 6. But we'll play around with that and see what works better for everybody. But we're on tonight, and we're going to talk about the big episode today that aired on the CW out of Bluefield, and then we also got some discussion on Spotlight, I'm sure. And then today was a sad day for us. I'm sure we'll get into that as we go along, too, with some memories on Ward Wilson. But, Rando, did you get a chance to see the episode today?
Yes, I did.
And what were your thoughts and opinions from today's?
Well, today is actually a pretty well-rounded show. Everything kicked off, of course, with when you get Daniel Halen and Kurt Taylor in the same ring together. You know, it's nice to have. But when you book in that, you open up the episode with that match, and then there's down and out, ugly brawl that between yourself and Stacey Dyke Jr. It's for a family.
Did we lose you, Rando?
What?
Oh, okay. I thought I'd lost you. My signal's coming in and out. I'm out on the back porch of the ranch, as you can tell by the animals. I didn't want the stud detector going off and bothering everybody all night. And I came out here, and the crickets and the dogs are going nuts. But yeah, we had Taylor and Hale, and that was a heck of a match. First of a best of 7 series, even. It was top notch. I mean, like it always is when those two are getting in the ring. And you know what I heard through the grapevine today, don't you, Rando?
Hey, what would that be?
There might not be 1, but there might be 2 more matches for the best of 7 series at the next taping. I mean, those 2 competitors have to go twice in one night. That's gonna make things really interesting in that second matchup.
Well, yeah, it's going to just it's going to show where they both stand as far as their actual endurance goes. Because as I'm sure you know, when you get in that ring, you hit your stride, and then your second wind comes, the match is over, you go to the back, you start to warm down, and then next thing you know, hey, look, you got to get back out there. You got another contest to compete in. So you got to do it all over again. So it's going to test these 2 men as far as their endurance goes. And it's definitely going to be interesting to see how the second match, like you said, plays out.
Oh, well, it's going to be a real test. I mean, yes, they've had 2 and 3 matches in a night before, but never against each other, and not being pushed the way that they're going to be pushing each other. I mean, I know from personal experiences, I've had as many as 4 and 5 matches in a day/night before, and it's harder and harder. It's harder and harder. And really and truly, it comes down at the end of it all to how much heart you have. You know, if you can reach down and grab that last little bit you got in you just to push through and persevere. And it's hard. But we had them, and like I say, it was a good match. Taylor got over, a little underhanded, but that's Taylor for you. I mean, he's part of this Lavelle, whatever it is. I'm not even sure. Some people are calling it an army. I don't know. I ain't seen one of them that looks like a soldier yet, so I wouldn't really call it an army. But he's with the Lavelle group, so it's to be expected. I mean, it's any means necessary, except they're white, but that's a different story for a different time. Next out on the TV, we had the Arsenal versus Mike McCabe. Now, what did you think of that matchup there, Rando?
That was a solid match. It wasn't, let's face facts, let's be honest. It was no Halen versus Taylor by any stretch of the imagination. But those two men, I don't know, it just seems like they have some sort of history with one another.
Yeah, there's something. Yeah, I was thinking that too. There was something there that we didn't know about, and I'm not sure what it is. I don't know if we'll ever be able to lay our fingers on it. Don't know. It was a good, solid match, and I mean, it was a hard-hitting affair, and I don't think they genuinely like each other. I mean, I think there's some genuine distrust and hate there. Maybe even we want to go that far.
Well, I know Mike McCabe, and I can tell you this about Mike McCabe. Mike McCabe doesn't like anybody. So as far as animosity and hatred goes, then yes, I'm sure that's definitely a factor in the match.
Yeah, Mikey Doo. I always called McCabe Mikey Doo, and he's people talk about who's a fan favorite and who's a fan hate. Mikey Doo. He's far from being a locker room favorite. There's not many in the back that can just want to deal with him because he just generally doesn't treat anybody worth a damn. I mean, he's kind of a. I'm not going to use that language. We're going to be good, even though it is midnight. But and good matchup overall. It's good to see Arsenal picking up a win. Arsenal tries hard every time out. I expect big things from him. I don't think I know who that is under the match, but I can't. What's that?
I said he's actually starting to pick up a little bit of steam also, not only with the WVCW Nation, but he's maybe quickening up the ladder a little bit as far as the rankings go for maybe the television title.
Well, the television title was up in the air until the end of the show, but we'll get to that in a minute, maybe, if I can remember. I remember that night very vividly. It's just the last TV taping. I've still got issues with a few things, but we'll get around to that too, I'm sure. But I guess that is our segue, because we had a little commercial break after the Arsenal picked up his win, and then the most beautiful man in pro wrestling came out and talked to the second most beautiful man in pro wrestling. It was a beautiful thing. I mean, all that section is right there on the TV, Rando, when I was talking to you. It was a beautiful thing.
My tie was rather large, wouldn't you say?
Nah, ties are that way sometimes, but you got to have a wide tie, because you know what ties are good for, don't you? They catch the soup. The wider the tie, less stains on the shirt. So
I have to remember that.
Yeah, but naturally, I came out and stated my case, and it was a rather good case up until 2 weeks ago. But and truly, and at the end of it all, I think I closed in on right at 1,000 days that I had not been pinned in a WVCW ring, and even to this point, I mean, yes, I'm kind of in the thick of it right now over the TV title, but it's still there's a little piece of sand down in my craw, trying to figure out why I never get title matches. I don't know what else I've really had to do. You know what I'm saying, Rando? It's like, I mean, I go out, I win my matches. I'm out there, I'm covering everybody's back. The kids want to do this, they want to do that. I'm right there, I'm helping them. And, I don't know. I guess sometimes it just don't pay to be a good Samaritan and take up for everybody else. But, and then we go into the TV title tournament finals, which was me and J.C. Dykes. Now, I cannot give an unbiased opinion of the match, so I will defer to you, Rando. Tell me what your feelings about the match were.
It was hard fought. It was great. It was just straight on. It was nothing compared to what the street fight was, but as it was still hard hitting. You guys went in there. on a mission to destroy each other. There was one particular moment in the match where you had JC in the corner, and you went charging in, and you were going to give him a backsplash, and he moved out of the way at the last minute, and you hit those turnbuckles so hard, I could actually see the rippling in your back as you fell to the ground. And then, of course, being the opportunist like that is to be, then, yeah, he ended up going straight back after your back. So,
in my back, and truly, I don't think I'm telling any tales out of school here. The entire tournament was held over one night period. My back was about half shot from what Dave Scott had done to me. I mean, it was pretty rough. I mean, I went back, I took me a goodie powders and sucked it up and went on back out there, because that's what you got to do. You know,
but the point that I was
there are no timeouts. There is no off season. You know, there's no, I need to hold this over. Can we have this next time? No, we got to get it done. We got to get it done right now. And I had to be a man to go out there and do it. And, you know, my back ain't quite straight yet. I mean, I still get a twinge in it. I'm not sure what I did, but, you know, suck it up and go on.
But that is a testament. That is a testament to exactly the point I was trying to get at, Hojo. You went out there, even having to go throughout the entire television tournament, going through all, you know, the entire bracket, from bracket to bracket, all the way to the finals on the same night. And then, in that final bout, you still left everything laying there in the center of that ring. Love him or hate him, JC Dyke did the same exact thing. You guys sacrificed each other's time to...
Oh, definitely. I mean, we both just, I mean, we added tooth and nail, and truly, I didn't have anything else to give when it was over. I only wish I'd have kept my head and got back into the ring when I needed to. If I could have just got him back in the ring, I think I could have had it that night. And a lot of this scuttlebutt and everything else that's happened after could have been cooled down a little bit. Because, you know, if we could have had a clear-cut winner that night, it would have been a whole lot easier. Whether win, lose, or draw on my part. If there would have been a clear-cut winner, it would have been a lot better for both of us, I think. But, yeah, and, you know, of course, the television went off the air with the count-out. So did you get a chance to catch Spotlight, Rando, or are you still with me?
I'm still with you.
Okay. Did you get a chance to catch Spotlight?
No, I did not. Worked all day.
Oh,
by the time I got home.
See, now, you were there that night. That night, and you know that, you know, once the bell rang at the end of that match, that wasn't the end of the deliberations, shall we say.
Oh, no.
It went on for a little while longer, and, you know, challenges were made, challenges were accepted, matches were made, and that's how we ended up at the street fight at the last taping. But Spotlight showed all of that. I think there was a short edit there while I went to the bathroom with the junior heavyweight title to dress it up, shall we say. I think you were there when I did that.
Yeah. I'm the one that actually had to retrieve it. Thank you very much.
Hey, I didn't get that much on it, just enough to make it smell like a man. You know, but I just got to drop like 80 more pounds, and I'm in there. I'm in there for that junior title. Just pointing that out, and I'm on that track. So, but yeah, and you know, and that's where that's what it was. It showed the rest of it. Showed all the shenanigans, and that's a lot of what Spotlight's about. So showing the shenanigans that we can't put on the regular TV, whether it be because of the censors or, you know, time restraints is the main thing. We have 28 minutes a week that we can put the WVCW TV out there, and that's all they can get in there. You know, there's no. It's not like New York where they can go into overtime and go an extra 10 minutes. We don't get that luxury. 28 minutes every week, top-notch action, and that's what it is. It gets trimmed down, and you get all the lean and none of the fat. Sometimes that fat tastes good when it fries up in the skillet. So that's what Spotlight's for. It gives you a little more of the sizzle. But we had that. What else was on Spotlight? I'm trying to remember. I don't have my notes in front of me. There was a new piece from William Lavelle. Did you happen to catch this one?
Okay, look. I'm not giving Eric Foster any more attention, any more garbage. No, I'm not buying into this. I'm not doing it. No. It's Eric Foster, period, done. To hell with Lavelle, to hell with this whole BS thing going on.
Here's my only...
Eric Foster. I'm not going to give him the attention anymore. I'm done.
The only issue I have with it being Eric Foster is he truly that cerebral? Even a pseudo-cerebral. I mean, the messages we're getting aren't exactly on his level. I mean, there's no One Erection. There's no, Backstreet Boys, Victorious, whatever. The music is wrong for his style. I mean, unless he's just leading a secret life in his basement that nobody sees.
Would that really surprise you?
It wouldn't surprise me, but I just have my doubts. I wonder if there's something we're missing, if there's a little clue out there that we haven't seen, that we're overlooking. Do we need to go back over to the crime scene and redust for Prince? Because there's got to be... I hate to point fingers, but it does look like him. And there's a lot of theories going around. I've heard some on the Nerdies. I've heard some I've seen some, thrown around in different Facebook groups where there's discussion about all things Lavelle and all things WVCW. And man, I just don't know. I do know this. I've got a feeling that the time is coming. We're almost to the crest of that wave, and it's going to be do or die time for William Lavelle. Whether it be Foster, whether it be a member of the audience, whether it be somebody from the past that we've never seen before, that a lot of our crowd may not have seen or hasn't seen in years. I mean, that wave is getting ready to crest over, and the appearance is coming. I feel it in my bones. I know the man is coming, and I know he's going to be there, and I'm planning on being ready. That's all I got to say. I know I've got a real feeling that Sinclair has placed himself square in the sights. I mean, yes, the faction, army, network, whatever it is, has they've been picking off the weak calf in the herd. They see Mikey Stevens as the weak calf, and that's the one the Wolves go after, the one that can't quite keep up. They nip at its heels until they take it down and tear it apart. And Mikey, God bless him, he got took down pretty hard last time, but I still see this as being, it's coming to a head, and I can see a bullseye right on Sinclair's forehead, right on his forehead, because he's put it there himself.
You can sit there and you can say, bullseyes are being painted here, bullseyes are being painted there. But one thing I can guarantee you right now is that Foster and JC and Kurt and Chris Keffer, they have all painted the targets on themselves, because the nation will not stand for the revolution to be put down. They will make sure the only thing they have to do is cheer. The louder they cheer, the stronger that little bastard gets. I don't know what it is. I mean, he kind of like hulks up or whatever the hell he does in there. But I guarantee you, by them taking out their hero, basically, they're not going to stand for that, and they are going to be less than welcome in the nation's arena. That
is a definite. There's going to be a lot there, and really and truly, if somebody can do it on pure heart and inspiration from the fans, it will be Mikey Stephen Michaels. I love Mikey, but man, that boy's had a hard road out of this. But, you know, like the old saying goes, metal sharpens metal. The harder they push him down, the stronger he gets. And sooner or later, it's going to come back on him 100-fold. And I'm trying to think. There was one other thing that was in Spotlight, and I kind of saved this for the end because it came towards the middle, and we've got about 8 minutes left. And I know you've probably got some feelings on this too, Rando, as I do. Today, well, technically yesterday now, but today was the 4th anniversary of the passing of Ward Wilson. And I really and truly, I saw the little piece that was put up today that, you know, replayed the Hall of Fame presentation and the actual induction, part of the induction ceremony where Ward was put into the Hall of Fame last year. And I'm man enough to admit it. I teared up, and I sat here at the ranch, and I'm just like, I miss Ward. I really do. Ward was a special, special person. I know you didn't get to have as many interactions with him as a lot of us did, Rando, but Ward was truly a special person, and I would feel remiss if I didn't, you know, just make mention of, you know, his passing and say, God, I miss that man. I miss him so much. There was not a better person attached to this crazy world that is professional wrestling than Ward Wilson. I mean, he was good people. A heart of gold. And really, I just wanted to share that. I don't know if you got anything to add to that, Rando.
You know, a lot of cats come and go. I've seen a lot of wrestlers coming in and out of our locker room. I've been in and out of many other locker rooms as well. Ran across a lot of people. Most are still with us today. There have been a few that have passed since. And even though, well, let me just say that I've Ward Wilson, not meeting him, not getting in the business soon enough to actually get to meet him, get to know him, get to learn from him, is the one thing that I do regret. Because just from everything that I've heard from everybody else, I know his wife June. She's a great lady, and you could tell that she does the man day in and day out, and you know, that's a testament to the type of people that they are, her and Ward. And it's a loss, and I can't even begin to say that I know what you're going through. Know somebody that actually knew the man, or what so many other of the boys are going through right now. But you know, just my thoughts and my prayers are with June and everybody that was ever touched by him right now.
Yeah, and truly, that's what Ward would want. He would just want everybody to, you know, send positive thoughts. Ward was a very spiritual man. He was very in touch with himself and with what his Lord wanted and needed of him, and he was more than willing to share that. And he would share that testimony with anybody, and that was part of what made Ward so great. But I guess, you know, try to get back off the downer. We got 2 big events next month, Rando. Back-to-back nights, big ones. I mean, we've got what many fans call the biggest show of the year. Yes, Miracle on the Mountain is a huge show, and it's a great show, and there's a lot of work that goes into it, but there's something about going to the county on a Friday night, opening up the festival, sitting up right in the middle of town, little vacant lot right in the middle of War, West Virginia. Train tracks right above you, restaurant with the best darn sandwiches and salads you ever ate right across from you. And conservatively, it was said last year there was 500 people there. And I think that was a very conservative number. There were people moving around and just, you have to be there to see this. If you ever wondered what it would have been like to went to a Jim Crockett Promotions show in the early 80s, and the houses were there, and everybody was a true believer, come to War. Feel the experience. The energy from that show will amaze you. And then what happened the next night?
I don't want to talk about the next night. I don't want to talk about the next night. I want to talk about War.
Well, talk about War, Rando.
I tried to get it in last week. Unfortunately, ran out of time. This is a big announcement on my part. I promised it last week, but like I said, we didn't get to it. It's not.
I know what this one is, and this one puts a smile on my face because I've already put in a petition to make sure that what you're about to announce takes part in what I get to do and more. So you lay it out there, Rando.
September 13th, I return to the herd. Yes, I am back in the stripes, finally. I am back doing what I love to do. I am back being a licensed West Virginia Championship Wrestling referee.
And I am so happy for you. I am so happy for you because I know that's what you love, and that's what you were made for. I've told you this. You are the perfect referee. You're the best referee.
No, not perfect.
No, you are perfect for it. Now, you call it down the middle. You don't get frustrated. You call it right down the middle. You don't let it get to you. And that's all a person can ask of a referee. You know what I'm saying? Just, call it down the middle and do what's right. And you do that. And that's all we can ask. Like I said, I've already petitioned. My match with J.C. Dykes Jr., we still don't know what the stipulations are on this. I'm not sure how they're being decided. I'm really not in a mood of caring, truly. Whatever the board of directors decide to throw at us, whatever the promoter of the show in War decides would be in his best interest for show quality, whatever they want, we will do. And I'm capable and willing to do just about anything. So we're gonna go down there. We're gonna find out what's going on. Hopefully, we'll find out beforehand. I don't want the people not knowing and saying, there's have a match. We won't show up. No. It's going to be a barn burner. It's going to be something special. It's not going to be just your random run-of-the-mill ho-hum. Oh, gee, they got a 10-minute time limit. Let's hope they get done in time. No. It's going to be a match, and it's going to be a good one, and it's going to be quality entertainment for you people. That's all. That's it. There's nothing else. I can promise you that. But, the lady just spoke in my ear, and we want to try to get some of this in before the stream kicks out. We got 60 seconds, Rando. September 14th, Showdown, Princeton, West Virginia, at the Rec Center, the People's Arena, the Nation's Arena. It's going to be a big night. I've heard what some of the matches that are being put together are, and let me tell you, folks, this one is going to be one you can't miss also. It's, just what's coming through on the pipeline, it's really looking like this could be a bonkers show. I've heard, and I saw on the poster, that there's a superstar returning. Now, I don't know who that is. It's hard to tell who it could be. Have you heard anything about who it's going to be, Rando?
Oh, I've heard a couple rumors, but we'll just go ahead and just keep those secret for right now.
If we can't confirm the rumors, it's not in our best interest to throw it out there. But we got, We got about 10 seconds here. I just want to say good night and thank y'all for listening again this week. And Rando, tell me how you feel.
I feel like dancing. Yeah.
Yeah.